Hello everyone, welcome to Raising Vibrations Astrology, and today we're going to be doing an old favorite of mine called Chart of the Day, and this is for the 27th and 28th of July 2016. So for any of you that is new to this channel, Chart of the Day is something that I do where I just, feel in tune with a specific moment in time, and I draw up a chart regarding when I actually feel inspired to do this, and just talk about the general energies that are taking place, and maybe usually there's a message that comes through the conversation in itself. I've been pretty busy of late in terms of different things that are going on in my own life regarding family and stuff, and so I've been also directing my energies into different projects like the monthly forecast as well, which they'll be coming out really shortly, and other random stuff. So that's why I haven't been able to do a chart of the day for quite some time. But here we are, and let's get stuck into this one today. So the first thing that I want to bring to everybody's attention that I felt about this chart was especially the picture that you see on this imagery over here. The spider with its web and the redness that is associated with this picture, the bold flashing color of attention, immediacy. And what's fascinating about this as well, in terms of the way that it made me feel and how it captured the energy, was the nature of the spider as well. I mean, we generally tend to have a lot of fear towards spiders, whether that's something that we choose to have because of experiences, or that is just buried deep within our psyche, that even though we might not want to necessarily say, oh, I'm scared of spiders, we still always respond in some way, shape or form if we're exposed to it. And the reason why I wanted to bring this to the surface was the nature of the astrological chart. Okay, we've got the sun that has just moved into Leo, as we can see over there. So we're in the solar month of Leo. And there you can see it at the top, not the chart I usually draw up. There's the sun over there in Leo, and we have the moon in Taurus, okay? And they're actually squaring each other in the zodiac. Now, before this alignment actually took place, I mean, remember, this is for the 27th, 28th of July, the moon would have actually been conjunct Uranus in Aries, okay? And that conjunction over the last 2 days, this is now going back to the 25th, 26th, this conjunction would have also been making a connection to the Mars energy, i.e. the quincunx to Mars in Scorpio at 27 degrees. Okay. And, this is a big deal, to be honest, for a lot of us at this point in time. The nature of the energy at this stage is very much about an entirely new direction. The nature of this energy at the stage is manifesting through different channels, through different frameworks. Okay, so on one hand, we have consciousness at the moment that is buried in darkness, and we see the madness of moon conjunct Uranus, quincunx Pluto. I mean, quincunx the Mars in Scorpio, and Mars being in late degrees of Scorpio. Anyway, we're really, really getting exposed to the madness that is on the earth at this stage, the drama, Leo, Scorpio and Leo, very much associated with drama, okay? And the attention that we're all grabbing to is this drama, this unfolding chaos that is emerging for us. And we're kind of like in the web of this experience. We're very, very illuminated to the nature of how the interconnectedness of our globe and the catastrophe that is, on edge all the time. Again, everything's on edge with Mars in Scorpio. Everything's on edge with moon conjunct Uranus. And there's this web that we're getting weaved into and can easily be stuck into, that is wrapped in fear, wrapped in uncertainty, wrapped in chaos, wrapped in just madness. And it can get incredibly confusing to detach and in some way, shape or form discern between realities that are being imprinted onto you as a human being and your psyche through all of this madness, and the inner state of peace that you can actually still, through your own inner authority, manifest. And it's this kind of inner relationship to yourself and the outer relationship to the nature of this chaos that is interfacing with each other. And so the picture that I'm showing again with the spider and the web is this everything's hanging and we're caught in this web. And yet at the same time, we still do have this capacity to remain in a state of peace within ourselves. And when I say peace, I don't mean it in the sense of like, hippie, let's not have war type of thing. I mean stillness and acceptance, stillness in awareness that this is the nature of our times at this point. I did a video a couple of days ago called the Pluto in Capricorn and a deeper look. And I highly recommend you actually go watch that, to be honest. In fact, I'll put a link in the description below. Just detailing a little bit more about how we are needing to emotionally respond to this reality that we are currently going through right now, and the actual destruction and degeneration and mutation of our species. The other side of the story as well, like I said, is the other channel. This is the more illuminated experience, the more awakened state, where we're seeing this galactic cycle of ours change. There's this immediacy of a new direction for us. There is an ending and a fear that can be associated with this process of degeneration, this process of destruction. So the message is the Virgo Pisces axis again, okay? And this is to really get in touch with the final deconstruction process of your own karmic purging that is needing to take place right now. When I say karmic purging, I'm talking about deep emotional letting go of any forms of attachments that are deeply ingrained in fear, okay? And to really allow yourself to let go of that process, to remove that process, to accept the nature of our times, to understand that we as human beings will move through this process. And as long as you keep reinforcing within your heart and reinforcing within yourself an attitude that you are part of a change, you are part of a frequency that is allowing a more openness to be present with us today and on this planet and going forward, then slowly but surely you will start to notice how this tipping point will occur for us. And we're already past that phase. And I think that this is essential for everybody to understand. Right now, fear, darkness, panic, okay, chaos. Yet we are and we will be moving out of this phase, and we will be coming out of it in a better way. And that's what the moon to me in Taurus is really about for us right now, is that immediate understanding of survival, that immediate self-reliance and self-assurance. And we've got this, and we can understand our resources. And when we put our minds together, we put our stuff together, we can really achieve and conquer quite a lot, okay? Awesome, guys. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about Chart of the Day. I really hope that that inspired you in some way. Don't forget to register on the newsletter to get all the updates regarding new and full moons, courses, etc. that I'm doing. And if you're new to Raising Vibrations, make sure to subscribe, okay? Other than that, guys, have a fantastic week, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.